charts are not only included in the client report, but they can be accessed directly from the planning page. The great thing about these charts is how interactive they are. Here we see the cash outflow chart. As I hover my mouse over different years, I can see more information about the values for the various items here. So we have base expenses, income taxes, debt payments, savings towards financial assets, and then the total inflow. And again, as I hover my mouse over each one, I can see it highlighted in the chart below. I can also choose to show in real dollars. So here we can see his consistent retirement spending, the purple line, and at about age 93, there starts to be a shortfall where the inflow is less than the outflow. Come back to show that in nominal dollars, and we'll come down to the next chart. The cash inflow chart. So this really allows you to tell a story to your clients. I can click off all the different items and then start from employment income. And clients love this chart because it shows them where's their money going to come from at retirement. We have their government benefits, and then we have some non-registered money, TFSA, and then the registered money. And then what is the taxes paid each year? Next, we have the net worth chart, and we can see that liability that's occurring at the end of the projections when he's borrowing money in order to maintain his spending target. So his net worth is his value of the real asset minus the liability. Okay, let's take a look at the report now. So I'll come back out and I come up to the client report, and we end up on the report editor. So there's 3 different sections here for the report. There's the report builder, the report editor, and then the report preview. Under the report builder, this is where I can select which pages I'd like to include in my report. Under custom pages, I can add new pages. Under header settings, I can add the custom text of the name of the scenario that I'm working on. And then under print settings, I can adjust various options. Landscape and narrow margins allow me to fit the most information. So back to our included pages. So how this works is I can click and drag to reorder pages, or I can click them and drag them out to delete them. So if I have not included something, you can see it under the gallery and it is available here to include. So I can just drag that back in. So all of the pages right now are included, so they're all crossed out of the gallery, which means that they're all included under my included pages. Down at the bottom, I have a defaults option. If I said reset to original settings, that would automatically include all pages for me. We also have some shortcuts. So up at the top here, if I hover my mouse over these items at the top, if I wanted to add snapshots pages, I could press AS to add all snapshots, or if I wanted to just add all pages, I could press AA. What are snapshots? It's a customizable summary that puts all of your projections together in 1 or 2 pages. For this report, I'm going to select snapshots only. And I'm going to filter out all the other pages, and we're just going to provide a snapshot view of this projection, and then we'll provide a larger report for our recommended projections. So what's included in snapshots? Well, let's take a look at the report editor. This is where we can actually go through the different cards and enter extra information. So for example, I could say, including some template variables, I could say Justin is planning, XYZ, whatever he's planning to do. That's where these values in the squares have come in. These are the variables that I've grabbed from the right-hand side. And this is also a default. And again, at the bottom, you could say reset to original settings, and then you would have some of these automatic default lines of text come into play. Or you could set up your own template and you could say save the current page for new scenarios. The one that's important here, the goal status, remember he's not reaching his goal entirely. He's having to borrow money at the end of the projections. We're bringing in some potential options for him, and these are based on the recommendations. So back under the planning pages, if you remember a few videos ago, we had run recommendations and calculated the various other options. So you need to have calculated those first in order for them to be available in the client report for these template variables. What does this look like under the report preview? So here we have, it's 2 pages and it's a summary of those projections, including the goal summary, the status of 89% with those other options, expense summary showing that liability at the end of the plan, and a couple other charts, and then some recommendations. In this recommendation summary, I've added some text to show some possibilities. I've already created this projection in a previous video, so we'll switch over to that one now. And we'll just go right ahead and access the report by clicking this icon here. Under the report editor, this is our cover page. And as a new user, you have some options here. So what you'll be able to do is add your own logo, and you'll be able to choose a background that you'd like to use for this report. We have our goal details. This is a page that I've just set up with defaults. Once you have a custom page, custom text, you can say save this for new scenarios. Then we have our assumption details. We have our charts that we already looked at earlier. Again, these are interactive in this view, just not in the report preview view. The other page that is really impactful for your clients is this cash flow projection. This shows you so much information all on one page. Their spending, their income, their benefits here, their taxes, where the money is either being saved to or flowing out of, and their debt payments. This is a great summary page, the cash flow projection. We also have the net worth projection, and this one has more information about the balances in all of their assets and what their debt balances are and their net worth and the taxes on their estate. Once you've selected all of the different pages and added your comments, the next step is to take a quick preview of the report just to make sure that everything looks how you intended, and then you can go ahead and generate the PDF. Once the PDF's been generated, that allows us to save the PDF to our computer and email it or print it. And that's it. It's just a matter of starting from the report builder, choosing the pages you'd like to include, ordering them in the way you'd like, perhaps choosing a snapshots only view to have a very quick summary, making any edits you need in the report editor, previewing the report, and then generating the PDF. So please join me in the next video where we'll add a spouse to the projections.